All right, so I recently bought this Kawasaki Vulcan S650. I bought it used not too long ago. The gentleman I bought it from was shorter in stature. He mentioned the Ergo fit system that these things come with. Now they can be adjusted for taller and shorter heights. Well, he mentioned that he had everything set up for the shorter reach system. I was under the impression that it was an easy modification, and I guess it kind of is, but you do have to buy some stuff. So, here's our box. This is one set. You got the seat and the rear seat that are called extended reach. Because I am not of shorter stature, I'm 6'3", and while I do fit on the bike, it's definitely not the most comfortable of riding positions the way it's currently set up. So this seat is supposed to sit back a little bit further rather than it being right here. The bottom line is supposed to be further back, which then also comes with a different back seat because that one won't fit anymore. At least so I'm told. So we're gonna go ahead and swap these out and see where the riding position is once that's done. I also ordered extended peg shifter rod, which goes here. That hasn't come in yet, but once that does, I'll be installing that as well, which is supposed to bring forward your actual peg for a better, more comfortable riding position. The only other aspect to the Ergo system is the handlebars, which from my understanding it's about a 2-inch difference, meaning that these handlebars come out an extra inch or two on either side. I think it's an inch on either side, and they also angle downwards a little bit more. The handlebars aren't too bad. They're like 120 bucks versus the seat and everything, which was, God, I don't know, the seats and the peg was all almost 500 bucks. So it's not that expensive. I'm just not sure I want to get into tearing off the handlebars and redoing all that, but we'll see. I'm going to try the seats out, see how that works, and then do the peg, see how that works, and then we'll make a decision whether we're doing the handlebars or not. But it's a relatively easy process. The bike comes with a compartment right in here. You pull this guy off, slides forward, I believe, or back. That pops off, and you got your big Allen key. Now, it's a relatively easy system to uninstall as far as the seats go, so I'm going to go ahead get that done. You got the back bolt here, which is on there super tight. Take this guy off. And you're going to notice that I'm missing something on this seat, which I already was aware of. And before I knew about the whole Ergo system, I'd already ordered a new one, which is the peg, or the bar, that attaches here and goes underneath these supports. So I wasn't riding any passengers until I got that. But even though I ordered another normal sized, or whatever you want to call it, seat, the new one came with one as well. So we're good to go to replace that. Next is another bolt, similar to the first one. Same Allen key. And you'll notice the colors on this bike are a little unorthodox. The guy I bought it from, I ended up getting a really good deal on it. But one of his buddies, who said he was going to buy it and ended up not buying it, went around and spray painted the whole bike to these colors. Honestly, it's kind of growing on me, even though it's not the most professional paint job, because he kind of shaker canned the whole thing. From a distance it looks good. Up close you can see some imperfections, as you can expect from a shaker can. But he did leave all the stickers. So one of these days, not today, might go through and strip all this shaker can paint off and bring back the original shine of this bike. You can even kind of see it on the front fender. you can kind of see the green coming through. So all the original decals and paint's still there. It's just a matter of stripping back that spray paint. This seat pops right off. It's got a couple little clips. And I'm gonna go ahead and open up these guys. The new seat actually sits a little bit higher than the old one. The old one kind of dips down. So you can see the difference there. And you can also see that the new one has kind of like a carbon fiber look to it. Whereas the old one is more dimpled. That's one way you can tell which seat you have. This is the shorter reach. They also have a mid reach, and then they have the extended reach. These are all genuine Kawasaki parts. You just flip them out, and it's supposed to make it more comfortable depending on your height for your riding style, and riding height for that matter. This seat should just pop right up in there and bolt in. Open up this little rear seat peg, that way it's actually installed properly this time. I had it all taken apart a little while ago when I was doing some regular maintenance. Get some oil or spark plugs. This little guy goes in just like this. I'm going to put the camera down because it's for this peg here. You can see the peg goes underneath. There's actually little grooves that your front seat go into on this groove. So that way when you go to put the back seat on, which is still in plastic wrap, the bottom side has these little grooves that then also slide into place underneath there to secure it in place. It clips right in, and it also gives it a nice little carbon matched effect. But you will notice the original one is a little bigger. So the extended reach one, since the driver's sitting further back, leaves a little less room for the passenger, which I'm not too worried about. I don't imagine most people would be. Put this guy back in here. And of course, this seat actually sits up quite a bit higher too. Tighten that down. Make sure the trash doesn't fly away. That's it. We now have the extended reach Ergo system on the Kawasaki. Ooh. Definitely sits up higher. And a few more inches back. Definitely a better riding position for somebody who's 6'3". But we're gonna take it for a spin and see how it feels.